Hello, Isaac Sulapo here. Welcome to another video. Today we're in Woodlands off Leopards Hill Road, looking at a 4-bedroom house for rent. So to give you an idea of the neighborhood, you have places like, okay, we're close to Crossroads Mall, so just at that junction somewhere there. Yeah. Obviously you have Crossroads Mall. You also have, there's a new hotel coming up called the Urban. You have a few embassies like the French embassy. Also down Leopards Hill Road, there's also St. Mary's. Yeah, St. Mary's School, very landmark location, I guess, because it's a very old school, so it's a landmark location. Now even Crossroads is a very known location, if you depends on how familiar you are with Lusaka, but these are, I guess, what we would call prime locations. Yeah, so this is the property. It was previously used by a NGO for office space, so it can be used for both commercial and residential, but the state it's in right now, it says suited towards commercial. As you can see, there's enough parking space, so depending on if you're going to use it for commercial, let's say like a restaurant, you have all this space for parking. If you're going to use it, depends on what type of office you run, what type of business you're running. If you get a decent amount of traffic, there's enough parking space. Yeah, so that's it. The outside, let's go inside and see what we have. So I mentioned, very good location. If you're familiar with the Lake Road Ibex area, this is perfect. Lots of embassies and lots of development around. You also have a genset for power cuts, but looking at the location and the type of type of developments around the area, I don't think power is that much of an issue, but it's always good to have a backup, I guess. Yeah, so we'll go in. So we're looking at the main house, and there's a cottage behind. There's actually 3 structures in the property. There's a cottage there straight ahead. We won't look at that one because that's where the caretaker is staying. So we'll just look at this one and the main house and the cottage behind. Yeah, so let's go in. So the first room, we'll start with the kitchen. You have to excuse the mess. The previous tenant just moved out, I think about a month or 3 weeks, three to a month ago, or 2. I'm not sure. I have to check my calendar. Yeah. So they'll have to come back in and paint the place and put it up to standard. In most lease agreements, or you should always have this in a lease agreement, your tenant's supposed to, when they leave, they're supposed to paint and bring your house. They have to give it back to you the way they took it up. So they have to make it presentable, I guess. So all that will be done. As you can see, there's some cupboards that are not, some doors for the cupboards that are not in place, so all that has to be done by the previous tenant. I'm sure when we schedule a viewing and you want to see the place, all that will be sorted out. Okay, so that's the kitchen. You have an inbuilt stove there. So next room here is a laundry. Laundry has an access door to the outside. See, small space. What would you use this space for? Let me know in the comments. I guess you'd probably have, I wouldn't say sitting. You can have a table here, or maybe washing. The washing can be done there naturally because there's the entry to the door there that comes from the laundry room. So naturally, this takes us back outside. That's the garage. Let's go back in. Okay. So the kitchen also has a pantry. So before we go to the bedrooms, let's have a look at the pantry. So the pantry here, lots of space for the cereals, snacks, and minimum. And open this door that we saw outside, this to the garage. So the next room is the living and dining area. So it's an open plan. Depends on how you set up your furniture. I have the dining naturally this side because it's closer to the kitchen and more easier access. Then you can have your sitting room there. Yeah. So that's it for this area. Let's head to the bedrooms. Okay. So next we have the first room here on the left. So as you can see, there's a door here. This looks like it was done by the previous tenant. So most of these changes they had, I think were here for quite a while. So they made some changes to suit whatever they were doing. But generally they're using this offices, so it's just office space for them. So I guess they made a few changes like that door. There's a toilet here. On our right, just a toilet, so it's a communal toilet. Toilet and sink. Also have an open space here. Depending on the use, what would you use this for? Let me know in the comments. I guess you can have maybe some desks here if you're using it for commercial, or some files, some filing cabinets. Yeah. If it's residential, maybe a second lounge, but it looks not that big for a second lounge. So generally, yeah, if it's office space, I'll put some cabinets. If it's a restaurant, maybe you have a bar or something. You can set up a small bar here. People can order drinks, but there's also space in the living room, which that could be done. But the living room is big enough maybe for tables and indoor dining. But either way, yeah, depends on what your use is for. We have another room here on the left. See. So next, before we go to the master, did we look at that? I think we did we? Yeah, there's another room here. We didn't look at this room. So there's 4 bedrooms. One of the 4 bedrooms. This is yeah. So it's a very big house. Then on this side we have a bathroom. So this one is fully equipped. It has bathtub, sink, and a shower. I like the shower, it's quite unique. How do you open this? Okay. Let's see, yeah. See? Okay. I like the shower, the glass door. That's the sink. Tell me what you think of the bathroom in the comments. Yeah, let's close this. If don't ever leave the door open, people will, I mean, don't ever leave the door unlocked if you're taking a shower. Won't just walk in and find you. Yeah, so always keep it locked. So, yeah, move on. Next is the master. So, like always, the master is the biggest room. It's also self-contained, similar to the bathroom, the communal bathroom. Has the same type of shower. And bathtub, toilet, and sink. Okay, so that's your master bathroom. One more glance. Okay, so now we head to the backyard. We'll look at one of the cottages. Oh, before we head to the backyard, there's also another room. It's an outside room. It's attached to the main house. To the main house. It's over here. So I wouldn't say it's the 5th bedroom. I guess maybe if you break down the wall and have access to the main house, but the next room is the master bedroom, so that would make sense. Yeah. So we have this room, quite spacious, and it's also self-contained. It just has a shower and a toilet, the sink. So the essentials, everything you need. Let's head back outside. We go to the other cottage. Let's use this entrance. Let's use this way. Wait. Okay. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go to that cottage. So this is your backyard. Lots of space. It'd be a great place if you, also for residential, if you have kids, lots of room to play. Yeah. There's a swimming pool. The swimming pool has to be worked on. The thing with the swimming pool is the previous tenant was just using for offices, so they didn't have use for the swimming pool, so they just covered it with they just had it covered. So when they moved out, it made it open. As you can see outside, there's water, so they have to come back in, do the work to make it habitable again, usable. So yeah, that's going to be done as soon as they iron out the final details of the previous tenant. But yeah, this is your backyard, lots of space. Let's go into the cottage and have a look. Okay, this is the cottage. There's a partition in here, like a glass door, glass partition in. Close it, open it. Or you can also remove this to make it open. It's easy access. So the previous tenant, I'm sure they had people in here working, more office space, you know. And that was the common area here. And we have one room here on our left. See, spacious enough, tiled. Then it's also self-contained. You've also got storage space here. So depending on your use, if it's residential, commercial, have your filing in here. Then the final room. Oh, not the final room, the toilet. I like the ceiling. It looks like a sauna. Maybe there used to be a sauna here in the past. Looking at the ceiling, most likely, maybe. Who knows? Yeah, so that's the toilet, bathroom we have. So for this one, it has a bathtub. The other rooms have showers. This one has a bathtub. Let's go to the other room, straight ahead. Yeah, so this one feels quite bigger. Or it's just me. It feels bigger than the other one. But it's a similar design. But this one looks like it was a kitchen. Because you have a sink here, some storage space for cupboards or teas, I guess, depending on the use. Then you have a bathroom here, similar to the other one. With bathtub, sink, and toilet. Okay. So that's it for this cottage. These are generally the main features. There's also space here straight ahead for it's a garden. But either way, the main features are the main house and the cottage. So I guess that's all for this video. 4-bedroom house with an extra room outside and the cottage for rent in Woodlands. Yeah, off Leopard Zoo Road, notable landmarks like I mentioned, crossroads, shopping mall, the urban hotel, a few embassies like the French embassy. I think the Brazilian, I'm not sure if the Brazilian is nearby. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, so lots of space can be used for either residential or commercial. Let me know what you think of the video and the house in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Like, share, subscribe, depending on where you're watching this video from. Thank you for the support. Yeah, that's all for me. Good day.